Hey everybody, we are back in the arena today with some more Magic with Motumbo. Today, the deck that we've decided to play, we have titled Haktos Conquers Death. Now, this deck is going to revolve around Haktos the Unscarred. This is a really cool card. It's kind of like one of the old school ball lightning cards, except it doesn't have haste. Now, this is a 4-mana 6/1, and it has to attack each turn. But the cool thing about this card is when it comes into play, we're going to choose a number at random, 2, 3, or 4, and it's going to get protection from every other mana cost except for that number. So it's going to have protection from a lot of things. We're just going to have to swing in every turn. So ideally, we want to get this card into play, and then we want to start protecting it. We can protect it with cards such as Bonecrusher Giant, dealing 2 damage, Banishing Light, exiling. Depending on what it has protection from, we can either Storm's Wrath to blow all of the blockers up, or even Deafening Clarion. Another cool thing about this deck is just a lot of the utilization. We have a really cool card that's overlooked a lot, Purphoros' Intervention. Now with Purphoros' Intervention, if they're not doing much of anything, if we've run them out of cards, we can make a giant elemental creature and then just kind of swing in with that and then just end the game. Sort of like a fireball effect, or we can use the other half of the so-called fireball effect and deal damage to either a planeswalker or a creature. So this is going to be a good spot removal card, and again, it's a card that's not utilized a lot. Now another cool card is going to be Gideon Sacrifice. This is going to be one of our ways that we can protect Haktos. This is going to this is going to let us prevent damage that'll be dealt to him, or it'll actually prevent damage to a planeswalker that we control. So if somebody again is swinging in, like our video yesterday, when we used Teferi's Time Twist, we can actually let them swing in at whatever creature, at whatever planeswalker we want, and we can kind of just prevent that damage. So it's going to actually save it, and we can use it for another turn. And then we're gonna have just some white staples, Birth of Meletis, Elspeth Conquers Death, as is the namesake of the deck, the other half of it, and we're gonna have Kenrith. Obviously, Kenrith is awesome. It's a 5-drop that just has haste if we pay 1 red mana, and also it's going to be able to gain us 5 life every time you pitch 3 white mana into it because of the effect. So we're not really going to focus on any of the other abilities, but this is just a really good staple 5/5 card. And we're just going to round it out with other good cards such as Gideon, Ugin, the Ineffable, and Chandra. And if we have Haktos in play and they're at 12 or less, they don't have any blockers, we can swing in for 6 and we can cast Resurgence and get an additional main phase. Additional combat after the main phase that we're in. So if we don't use this Resurgence, we can always use Response to actually deal with an attacker. But overall, this deck is really sweet. I'm really excited to play with this deck. The only other thing we haven't covered is really the sideboard. Since we're playing Karn, we kind of have to play a sideboard that has a bunch of artifacts since we're playing best of 1. If we were playing a best of 3 format, we wouldn't be playing an entire sideboard full of just artifacts. We would have other cards, cards that would let us remove red creatures or gaining life or killing all creatures or ways to deal with more control matchups. But since we're playing best of 1, I'm just going to throw in a bunch of artifacts. Don't really need to go over all of these, but we'll have the deck list below so you can take a look at it. You can take a look at them yourself. But these are just staples if you're playing card. So other than that, we'll move the land over here just so you can take a quick look at everything. And we are going to hop into the gameplay, and we will see you at the wrap up. All right, how good is Haktos? Let's find out. Let's hop right into a game. Blaz de Lezo. All right, so this isn't the best hand. We do get a scry. Don't really have anything until turn 3. I think we're going to keep this though. Maybe we can scry into a Birth of Meletis. Not another mountain. We don't want that. This Gideon Sacrifice is kind of a dead card right now. Okay, so if we're playing mono black, I do think we will be fine, assuming we draw into our lands. So if he If he plays his little Yarok guy and makes us exile a card, I think we're going to pitch this Gideon Sacrifice. Again, just assuming this is mono black, this could easily be Mardu Knights. Yeah, looks like it's Mardu Knights. Very popular deck. Really shouldn't be able to cast this. I don't know why it's giving me that option. Oh, maybe it would have been worth it to do that. Unfortunate. Ooh, maybe he picks the Gideon Sacrifice anyway. Oh. Okay, we're going to play that because he knows about it. Good thing about the Mardu deck, it doesn't really have a good way to get rid of enchantments. Okay, Bonecrusher. And yeah, we're going to do the same thing to the Bonecrusher Giant. Just wish this was an instant. I feel like with the stipulation of only being able to target creatures and planeswalkers, it's good he doesn't know about this. So to deal, I mean, just spend all of it. Yep. Take 6. Boom. Here comes a shock, probably. I would imagine his last card is probably Embercleave. But he needs 1 more land. Okay. Let's do it to it. There's protection from everything other than 3. No blocks. All right, we're gonna start swinging in. So if he does have Murderous Rider, though, he can kill it here. Six beats 1, so that's pretty good. So I really need to draw land. So we draw land, we can attack in for 6 and then blow everything up with Chandra. If he has a 8, 9, if he has an Embercleave, we're taking. All right, well, good game. You should have played that out. I feel like he wins that race, assuming nothing else is drawn. All right, on to the next game. I mean, he probably assumes that we're gonna draw land for our Chandra and then can wipe the board. But again, though, he was low enough to where it was close enough, I feel. All right, so we're going to Mountain on turn 1. Turn 2, Birth. Or we might Bonecrusher Giant. Just really depends on what we're playing against. Okay. We're not gonna give him any info. If we see in a Johnny's Pride Mate, we'll probably Bonecrusher Giant it. Because even though in the long run it's good to hit our land drops, this might not be a good idea to let something potentially spiral out of control. I'm going to say hello to you. Oh, he's got this one. It's turn 2, dude. Come on. Network error. Is it on me? Get back. I hope it's not me. It was me. Well, that sucks. That sucks. Okay. So that's good. So that's another tip, guys. You know, always be aware of when maybe a network error is on your side. I had to do a quick Alt F4 and then hop back into the game. Oh, okay. So unfortunately for us, it kills our wall. But at the same time, the fact that that kills planeswalkers is so good. All right, so we're at 11 already. I just killed this. Four is kind of hard to deal with. Okay, good deal. So we're gonna play Haktos. And what do we get? 3 again. Okay. And we're gonna swing. All right, so let's start adding to the damage every turn. Oh, okay. Good game. Easily recoverable game, even though we networked errored. We were able to get back in, wipe the board in time, get a win. Sweet. All right. Next game. XTM. What does that even mean? Extreme? All right, so this isn't the best hand. I think we're going to mulligan. This is a lot better. This is going to allow us to... We have a kill spell. We have a ramp. I think we get rid of the Karn. Maybe, no. Get rid of... Yeah, I think we get rid of the Elspeth. Conquers Death. Draw that one of Ugin. So I hope we're just playing against blue-green. This card is really good, Birth of Meletis. Oh, how ridiculous would it be if it just actually put the land into play? Alright, well, do we kill that, or do we kill... I mean, we have to know that Nissa's coming down next turn. Just hope for no more elementals. Well, all hope is lost. This is a game we're gonna lose. Quasi-duplicate again. Yep. God, that card is so busted. 3 mana, draw 3. Well, unfortunately... I mean, we're just gonna... get the Source of Spyglass for Nissa, but I'm pretty sure we're gonna get janked out by Agent Treachery / Thassa. Here comes Agent of Treachery. Take our mountain. Oh no, okay. It's probably what I would have done if I had that. So can you... I don't think you can Sorcerer Spyglass and Uro. There it is. Do you actually have a sideboard with artifacts in it? Nope. Block. Well. Well. Thassa. I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Well, guys, we're gonna lose our first game. Oh, and he just drew Cavalier off the top. Yep, Scry. Yep. Not looking good, guys. Comes Uro. All right, and Dibblethip. I'm just gonna take a draw and then I'm gonna concede because there's nothing that I can draw that really just gets me out of this because he has another Agent of Treachery in his hand. Because we don't want to go Mountain Chandra. Card's almost... That's the problem. If we play this, we exile something, he takes it, and then he's going to get back Thassa. So... Alright, well, this is the one time where I know that there's no recovering. You guys are way too far ahead. Alright. Yeah. Those Risen Reefs and all those elemental triggers and him being able to gain all that life. This is a decent hand. I just wish we could go first one of these games, right? Oh, this guy's got... I almost picked Paolo to win. I was picking just based off of the strong showings in Arena specifically. So I picked Andrea Mengucci. Fortunately, not the best decision. Do we keep this? I think we do, actually. Okay. So, probably going to get a light up the stage here. He might be stuck on land. Seeing this Torbrand here, though, feels really good. Okay, as long as he didn't have another one of those, it's fine. That's a lot of damage. Another one. So I think we are... I mean, that's just free damage. We have to kill that. Can I do this to me? Nope. So we're still taking 2 here. Has the blockers. We're going to gain 2. So we're going to negate that damage. Let's just put out all of the births, gain all the life. So I'm pretty sure this guy has at least 1 Embercleave in his hand. Yeah, we're gonna block. You do you. You know, make pumps. Okay. Decent draw, actually. Okay. All right, so the good thing is we gained back quite a bit of life there. I have to imagine this guy's going to concede soon. You have another. That last card is 100% Embercleave. Oh, good game. We beat red. We beat red, guys. Sweet. All right, last game. Let's see what we can do. What is on this? Oh. We playing Big Blue Cod. Again, we are not going first. Amazing. I love how, you just have these swings where you always go first or you always go second. It's never just a back and forth kind of deal. I wonder if they could program that in. Like, I know it's probably, a lot of people say, oh, my account is set to where I go second 80 to 90% of the time, but no, I don't believe that. I know it may feel like that sometimes, but overall, should always even out to 50% or close to it. Well, one of these days, there we go. So, much as I would love to keep this horrible hand, mulligan, and yeah, we're definitely going to keep. We're going to pop back this Elspeth Conquers Death. And we're going to hope that we're against some kind of aggro-y deck. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like that. It could be like Abzan enchantments. But it's probably like a Esper type deck. Control decks are just really popular in the meta right now. Don't make me click my owl. Oh, it's too late. I did. Yep. Esper. Just as I suspected. This guy's probably thinking, oh, we're playing against red and no one drop, no 2-drop. Okay. Goodbye, Banishing Light. Okay, well, you get to see that we drew the birth. I bet our second Banishing Light goes this turn as well. No? Okay. Get this down because we are going to start making creatures next turn. Okay, so this guy's definitely playing a Doom Foretold deck. Question is, though, yeah, I like this. So we're gonna get this down. We're probably gonna force a Doom Foretold out of his hand if he has one. We'll sack the Bonecrusher Giant, but then we'll Banishing Light the Oath of Kaya, make him sack his. But then again, that's assuming that he doesn't have an Omen of the Sea. There's just a lot of different lines a lot of different ways this could go. Okay. See, another line I didn't even consider him having that. Not bad. This might draw out a giving you lifelink. And it may have been worth it to Banishing Light the Oath of Kaya right there. Oh, that's fine. Bounce that wall, son. Digging for that land. Like he hit it. So I do think we are going to get rid of this Teferi. Again, I'm always going to, in an Esper build, imagine that they're playing Doom Foretold. So. Let's get in there. We've evened the playing field. Okay. I mean, he has to draw land. And have another one. All right, good game. Yeah, he probably had another Elspeth Conquers Death there, but since ours triggered on Chapter 2, he couldn't cast it because he needed 7 mana, so... Well, awesome. I'll catch you guys around in the wrap-up here. All right, guys, time for the wrap-up for this deck. This deck performed very well. We went on the matches that we played that you guys got to see, we went 4-1. There was one match that we were in the middle of recording, but we had to go because we had to take an important phone call. It was kind of back and forth. I do feel like we probably would have lost that game overall. However, we'll never know because I had to concede. Didn't want to sit there and just rope and then hope the call ended. So we went ahead and good gamed him and let that game go. So 4-1 in video matches, 4-2 overall since we conceded one. But overall, the games went really well. Like I said, we didn't really get to play Ugin at all. The response Resurgence never really came into play any of our games, I don't feel like. And yeah, I don't really feel like the Gideons really made a huge difference in the deck. Yeah, I mean, that last game we did win with a Gideon. We got to attack with it once, but again, just didn't really play a huge role. So those are the cards I would focus on, maybe switching, maybe adding in a couple different cards. But again, awesome performance for this deck. This was not a user submitted deck. This was just kind of something that we ran with. We found it on MTG Goldfish, and then we just decided to make a few tweaks and ran with it. I did not say the wildcard count at the beginning because I forgot, but I do want to weigh in on that as well. This deck, and this is including this 15 card sideboard, there's 5 mythics, 40 rares, 16 uncommons, 14 commons. I believe 7 of the cards are in the sideboard, the rares, no mythics in the sideboard. So, but yeah, I recommend this deck. It is fun. It's not a deck that you typically would run into when you're playing. So it is. That's why I wanted to give this one a shot. I wanted to play some cards. Haktos is a card that you really don't see played a lot. It's really not the coolest card to play with, but if you get him in play and can really work your way around with him to prevent damage being dealt to him and whatnot, he is pretty fun. So yeah. So again, as always, I want to please ask that you guys like and subscribe. We are trying to grow the channel. Can't do that without your guys' love and support. And as always, please check out the Hunter Burton Memorial Open website, and that is hunterburtonmemorialopen.com, for information leading up to our event at the end of March. This is a charity event. It is for one of our good friends, Hunter Burton, and it is to help spread awareness for suicide prevention. So it is something that's near and dear to all of our hearts. So please, again, check that out. Would love to see you all there at the end of March. It is in the Dallas-Fort Worth area in Hurst, Texas. And again, check out for more details on the website. And as always, guys, love you guys for watching. Please keep being awesome, and we'll see you in the next video.